This is ENT Hooligans, your entertainment hub.
Welcome all to Casual Tuesday. I'm your boy Baby Moy, accompanied always by the ENT Hooligans crew. I got Star Fox, Austin the Blade, and Ness here by my side. What's going on, guys and lady?
What's up, y'all?
Just
Happy
hanging out.
Casual Tuesday.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing better.
That's how we like it.
And real quick, I'd like to sit here and say E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Yeah.
Get him out of here. Seriously, get him out of the damn
So for
building.
Oh goodness.
So for those of you who are in the Delaware Valley / South Jersey area, I hope you guys enjoyed your free coffee today. Yeah?
So, with that garbage out of the way, onto the more important people here.
Well,
Star Fox, how was
Wow.
your day? How is your day progressing? Austin the Blade, how was your day progressing?
Good, actually.
it's pretty legit. Right?
It's nice here. It's nice and
Well,
cool.
actually, eating over here for once. So, yeah,
That's good.
can't complain too much. So, that's gonna cool down even further tomorrow.
So, in case you guys are wondering, Austin is outside chilling on his swing. Ain't no better way
Yes,
to do a
that's why I've got
podcast,
that
right?
noise. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
exactly.
hey.
And we were swinging.
Yeah. So, who wants to tell them? Who wants to tell our audience how to follow us and all that good stuff? Anybody going once, going twice?
Boy, oh boy. I don't know. That's if
You know what? I'll let Ness do it.
I got you. Oh, I got you. Don't worry about it.
Huh.
Austin the Blade, he has it. He takes one for
Torres?
the team. Anyway,
Ness.
sorry.
And yeah, folks.
I'll let him do it then.
Having technical difficulties
We're
here.
having technical.
Well, we'll let Star Fox do it then. And folks, before she does, if you guys heard me refer to him as Torres, well, that's just because. And his SoundCloud, actually, you could search for him, Nestor Torres 3, and it'll give his info, some of his info. Don't think you're gonna get all of his information though. He's a very private man. Believe me, and that's good.
Yeah.
Privacy is good. We must remember to respect people's privacy, folks.
Well,
Okay.
and he just left the channel. Well, actually, yes, he did, but he's like,
He's so
Really
private that he's left the channel.
he's left the channel. He's like, screw you. He's like, screw y'all. I'm done.
I'm done.
I
leaving the
quit.
channel. I quit. Actually,
He's like,
it would have been more. It would have been more legit if you did this. I quit.
And then just left.
Mic drop.
Oh, a mic drop.
So, Star Fox, tell our hooligans and gooligans how they could listen to us and follow us and all that good stuff.
Or maybe got a call.
But once I get my headset on.
Boy, we're off to a very clean start, folks.
You can. Sorry, I had to do the mic drop. You can follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and also follow us on YouTube and the. What happened? Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. The links will be provided in the description of this video.
Boy, what's with the feedback?
I don't know.
That's his thing. I think that's on this end.
But anyway, folks. If you want to follow us on.
Oh boy. Oh boy. This is fun. Okay.
Folks,
I think we're done with
this is what happens when you do these things.
Now we're good.
Okay. If you guys want to follow us on
radio.
Facebook, Twitter, and even watch us here on YouTube, well, if you're watching us here on YouTube, obviously you know the domain and all that good stuff. But either way, for all three, it's Facebook, Twitter, or youtube.com/ENT Hooligans. That's ENTHOOLIGINS. That again is ENTHOOLIGINS. To keep us locked, so you guys could follow us, you guys could comment. Please comment. I know we always tell you that, but it's vital, it's important, and it's a way in which we could interact with you guys as well. But with that out of the way, and hopefully we fixed all the technicality issues.
Hopefully.
Yeah, God willing.
Well, Lord willing, yes. Well,
sorry for the rough start, folks.
actually, sorry about that, guys. Well,
Gee, baby boy, you should have done
actually, speaking of contacting and things of that nature, there's a huge announcement coming, guys. I'm not sure when it's going to happen. This is something different, but let's just say that it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think. Got some behind-the-scenes work that we've been working on. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think, and may potentially be able to hear us live shows on a certain app. And we'll leave it at that for you.
So stay tuned for that, folks. Stay tuned for that. Yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah, it's good times. Good stuff we got coming for you guys.
Yeah, not to mention it's going to be of enjoyable content, so
Woo!
you guys be ready. It's going to be different, and it's going to be fun.
It's going to go off.
And it's going to be rated M for
You're
mature.
not going to want to turn it off.
Yeah.
To give you
It's
an
going to
idea.
be rated M for mature.
Oh, yes. Very rated M.
It might, yes. There are certain...
Well, some parts.
There are certain subjects and there are certain things that we may get into that could raise the bar, so to speak.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So, good announcement,
there you
man.
go.
Good announcement.
Keep that in mind, guys. So, sooner than later. Definitely sooner than later. Probably within the next month, hopefully. Hopefully get that off the ground the next month.
We'll definitely
That's the
keep you
plan.
guys posted.
Oh yeah, for sure. It'll be fun. So yeah, there you go. A little bit of excitement for the
And I had no idea
is it?
about this.
Casual Tuesday.
You know what's cool about us?
What's up? What's up?
We don't persuade people to do things just so that they could fit in.
Right. Exactly.
Which is actually what our subject is for today. It's fitting in.
Oh, right. Okay. Gotcha.
So there you have it, folks. Not only is this Casual Tuesday, this is
All right.
endless possibilities.
Exactly.
Here we go.
Yes. Fitting in, that's a really topic that's close to my heart, actually. Believe it or not.
I think it's close
So-
to all of ours.
Yeah. I'm
Would
sure
you-
it's close to a lot of people's hearts, honestly.
Do you want to
And they
elaborate
just
on
don't
that,
know how to
Austin?
express it because they're worried about getting judged. I think
Right.
is the problem. Like people, they want to impress other people or something. I think that's the term that I'm looking for. Or like they want to feel like they're part of a group, so they change themselves, maybe knowingly or not knowingly. You know, they pick up on other people's patterns or something. So,
Now, were you ever a victim of anything like that in terms of feeling that you
Oh,
had
gosh,
to
yes.
be a certain way or do a certain thing
Yes.
to fit in?
Oh, definitely, for sure. Many, many times, unfortunately.
How do you go
And-
about dealing with it?
Well, personally, and I'm one to talk here, but I need to remember the advice to my own self when I give it. What I would do is I would continue to be yourself, because when you change for other people, they're going to notice, and they're probably not going to like it, because they're going to think you're like a poser, or you're, you know, they can tell and they'll give you crap for it. You know, because they're like, oh, well, you're trying to be like me or whatever. You know? That's what I've noticed, that's what happens. And the best thing to do is to get to know yourself really well and be comfortable with who you are. Nobody mentions that. You know, people... And I think that's why people want to fit in, because they're not comfortable with their own selves and they're worried about how that projects to other people. I know I, for one, that's one of my biggest problems.
Now, how do these thoughts of fitting in, how do you guys believe that it comes into play? What triggers that? What triggers people into thinking, oh, you know what? I don't accept me for me, but maybe if I changed who I am, I would fit in with a particular type of crowd.
With the in crowd, you know.
The in crowd, yes.
Who didn't want to be popular in school, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of like that mentality. You want people to like you. And sometimes we want people to like us, each other. Bleh. Sometimes we want people to like us so much that we change ourselves, when in reality, we don't have to change ourselves. They could either like us or not like us at all, and that's okay. But you need to get to a point in your life where you feel that it's okay to be yourself and actually not care what other people think about you.
Oh, crap.
And unfortunately, with, you know, for a lot of people, they have issues with that.
Can this, or does this have tendency to stretch out beyond high school or even grammar school, for that matter?
Yeah, it can
does,
go
yes.
straight on
Yeah.
to adulthood, you know. If you think about someone that's socially awkward and they're trying their hardest to fit in, even if, you know, no matter how old they are, it can even go into your workplace.
And just and to capitalize on that, you know, the teenage years are such a crucial part in a person's life, because it can
make you or
definitely
break you.
It's going to make or break you in your adult life, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. You know,
Because
that's what,
as children, you know, we're like sponges. We soak everything up. We enjoy ourselves. Everything is simple. We want to interact with everybody. As teenagers, we start to change and we start to feel a little subconscious, and that's when everything. That's a delicate stage in our lives.
Oh, yes, it is. And now I realize that, you know, ever since we're talking about the whole impressing people, I really got in my shell, and I still kind of am in my shell, because I really wasn't comfortable with myself and who I am, and sometimes I still am not. You know? And, well, I'll tell you what it is if there's something, like, really different about you, like something you might be into, for instance, like, let's just say, you know, a guy like me, I'm not trying to be, like, okay, a white guy like me just happens to listen to Spanish music, you know? And people be like, oh, well, you're trying to be like da-da-da. No, I'm not. I legitimately enjoy it. You know?
Yeah.
Just because you're white or black or whatever and you like a certain type of music, people automatically stereotype that or something.
See, I get scrutinized for producing reggae music and compa music and all that, and the thing is, ain't you supposed to be Hispanic? Ain't you supposed to be doing Spanish music? I'm not supposed to anything.
Exactly.
All right.
That's it.
My responsibility is solely with me in what I do and how I handle and how I carry. So long as I'm happy with myself.
When I sing, I can do an awesome country representation. You know, oh, you should be singing, Spanish music because that's what you are. You're Hispanic. I should be? Who are you to tell me what I should and shouldn't be doing? You know.
Yeah.
Now let me backtrack a little bit here. To you, Star Fox. Is it or was it harder for you in terms of this whole fitting in subject? Was it harder for you in terms of you being a woman? Or do you feel that it's harder for men? Do men seek out popularity more so than women?
No. women seek out more popularity than men because women, and I will say it, we all, I mean, men are too, but they don't show it as much as we do. We're insecure about ourselves. We get mad if somebody's prettier than us.
Now, what do you feel brings that up?
Women are extremely jealous, and we're very competitive people. And so if we see, say for example, we're walking down the street and our friend is dating this really cute guy, we automatically think, well, God, like that could have been me. What the heck? He doesn't notice me, Right. And unfortunately, we're really cynical like that.
Now, does this also bring vindictiveness?
Of course it does. Yeah, it does. I mean, I got accused of liking my ex-best friend's boyfriend when I didn't. And that's not cool. You're supposed to be my best friend. Like, who are you? Like, why would you do something or even think that? That's why I wish we had what guys call the bro code. I wish we had that because, man, y'all don't let nothing get in the way of nothing. Like, a girl comes in, oh, so what? Like, you're still my homie. You know what I'm saying? And we're like, oh, but if a guy comes in, it's just like, oh, you know what? We'll just forget about all our friends and we'll, concentrate on our boyfriend because they're the ones that really matter and our friends are nothing. And I'm speaking from experience with that.
I'd like to capitalize on the whole bro code thing. This mythical bro code is exactly that. It's a bunch of BS. Look, true bros don't really need a code. It's understood. It's understood. It is what it is. There's no, well, hey, this is a code for this, and we have a code for that. No, it's a mutual understanding that two brothers genuinely have. This whole bro code thing is a load of crap. And as far as us not showing our insecurities,
it's a name for a bond,
right? A bond goes with that. A bond doesn't really need a name. A bond speaks for itself.
Yeah, it does.
As far as us not being able to show our insecurities, it's attributed to
us being a man.
To us being men and being taught to suppress everything except for our sexual desires.
Yeah, exactly.
So we walk around with all this bottled up,
Yeah.
Hence women think we're all
creepy and stuff.
Sexualmente predadores. You know what I mean?
It's messed up.
Exactly.
And I was talking to somebody about this. It's so stupid.
It's frustrating.
Yeah.
And this is why a lot of women get upset with men because sometimes we're so communicative. Men,
and we're generally not communicative. Is the problem because
exactly.
we're taught not.
But we're like that even amongst each other. It's like
we really
exactly.
are.
Hey Ness,
It's a guy thing.
it's like, hey Ness, you alright, bro? It's like,
But yeah,
I'm
I'm
cool,
good,
man.
man.
I'm cool,
Thanks.
dog. I'm cool.
Right?
It's because of what you're taught.
Exactly.
Exactly.
We're taught, it's okay to express all this stuff
Except for the one thing that we're taught to express.
But it even coincides for us who weren't brought up that way. Because I wasn't brought up to suppress either. But even still, you get it in your mind.
By
you know
that.
what? I'm a man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
by that. Exactly.
Being surrounded by that,
I'm a man. It simply comes down.
Like,
it simply comes down to those three words. I'm a man.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And you buy into that.
Right.
Ladies, if you're a man, if you're dating somebody or you're married to them and they don't express their feelings, and I'm talking about this from experience, don't force them to, because you know what? It's just going to be a lot worse and y'all are just going to get into fights.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that we don't want to express our feelings. It means that we've been taught to suppress it for so long we don't even know how to.
Yeah, and that's...
We can't even begin to...
write it down, or if you feel like writing it down is the best way for you to convey it, then go ahead. But ladies, don't get mad at the guys for something that it's not their fault.
Yeah.
at the end of the day. They were taught.
See,
Oh, you're going to catch a lot of heat for that one, Crystal.
yeah, here's
They're gonna call you a feminist now.
whatever.
Ask
Screw
me
them.
if I
I'm
care.
sorry, I'm being real.
Ask me if I care.
And I'll say it again.
Go ahead, Austin. Lend the voice, buddy.
Go ahead,
Lend the
Austin.
voice,
Speak
bro.
out.
See, this is the problem that I've had, and I'm recently getting. How can I explain this? Like more
Working through it.
comfortable or something.
Yep.
Like, I'm so worried. I'm so worried about being judged or somebody gonna say something and use it against me. 'Cause it's happened so much lately, man. You know, like there's just some things that happened, and let's say that a friendship was almost lost over something so stupid because of what somebody said, and I didn't verify it. I was too worried. I was like scared. I don't know how to explain it. But I didn't want to offend anybody. I was like, well, I'll just, and that really almost messed things up. And, see, this is, and I'm going to tell you guys this, and I'm sure you guys know this, but for anybody out there that's listening, if you're going through a lot, man, what you need to do is you need to find somebody that you can open up to, even if it's only one person. Because I know that's what I had to do. I had to find people I could open up to about things. Because if you hold things in, it's going to boil over. I mean, like depression, for instance. People are like, oh, well, you can turn depression on and off. No, you can't. You cannot turn depression on and off. Okay? And when you tell people that, that's going to make them more depressed. You know, when you say some stupid... When you say some stupid junk like that, I almost used the S word. But I'm telling you, bro, it's...
For people...
It's stupid.
For people who don't know or who have never gone through depression, they don't know what it's like, so it's very easy for them to say, oh, you can just turn this off, or you can turn it on, or you're faking it, or it's all in your mind, or whatever.
And we get it in our heads. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. And they don't understand it, so we have to remember that they don't understand what we're going through.
Right.
So
I was going to say, we get it in our heads.
Them.
Right.
Here's another thing we need to remember, too.
Hold on. We get it in our heads.
Yeah.
When somebody comes up to us and says, I'm having one of my days. I'm feeling some type of way today. We automatically think, oh, this person's going to give us an earful. Haven't you stopped for a moment to think, maybe that's not going to be the case. Maybe all they want is your company. Maybe all they want is, bro or sister, let's chill. Or let's just talk. Let's just chop it up. Something that'll get that person's mind off of what and how they feeling.
Because, I mean, at the end of the day, we are not in each other's shoes. So, who the hell are we to assume that the person is, oh, they're just being dramatic, or, oh, they're just,
Yeah.
We're not in their shoes.
Perfect example is what I'm going through right now. I haven't left my house since last week.
Oh, wow.
Due to a circumstance that isn't really in my control. And I don't get invited out anymore because of that reason, or because they think I'm faking something.
Yeah.
When in reality, I'm not.
Yeah.
But they don't know that.
Right.
They don't know what I'm
They
doing
don't know
on a day-to-day basis.
But these are people that I would imagine know you relatively well, correct?
Yeah, and that's the thing. They know me really well.
That's the disappointing part, because these are
That's the
people who
stupid
obviously
thing.
know you well enough to understand, that should understand.
Now, doesn't it, since Ness just said that, doesn't it feel that strangers are more welcoming of people and situations than the people whom you think will be more inviting into
or people you haven't talked to in a while.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, it's frustrating, but now I've slowly learned, what? This isn't your fault. You didn't ask for this, and if they think that you're faking it or whatever, that's on them. That's not on you. You can't make them think a certain way.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. Again, you know what they say about assumptions, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm
that's
going
donkey
through a lot.
out of us.
Too. in my own right. You know, I just moved from another area, you know, back to the area where I grew up in Orlando. I was living in Brandon with a friend, and things weren't just working out. It's nothing personal, obviously, but, you know, it's just certain things that's just like, ugh. You know, just things that I feel like I need to move on from, you know. And,
right.
you know, the thing I personally struggle a lot with is feeling like I have stuff. That's the real problem that I have right now. And there's days where I wake up, I said, you know, what's the point in this crap? And what am I doing here? Like, sometimes I don't even want to get on the show. I'm like, you know, because I suck. I don't have anything to offer, you know? That's something I really struggle with. And I've struggled with it for a long time. You know? Like, I quit radio. Like, I was doing radio at the beginning of the year, and I quit. Because I said, you know, not only that, but there was something else going on in the background that really made me quit. I thought people didn't want to be on the shows with me. But that wasn't true. But anyway. But yeah. So it's something I personally struggle with. Feeling like I have anything to offer people. Or that I can help anybody. You know? So.
Oftentimes, it's those little things which we miss. And it's easy for us to walk towards that more of a negative light, if you may. And I'm not saying that disrespectfully to you, Austin.
No, I understand.
It's just how it is, you know. Media, what do they cover? They cover what's bad. They cover bad
all
news.
The time.
They never cover anything good, or hardly ever cover anything good. You know, when we learn of a situation that's bad, we're never gonna think, oh, there's a dim of hope. We automatically we're going to think, you know, gloom and doom. Okay,
gloom and
it's
doom,
over.
exactly, yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to fall under that sort of depression, I would say, because we have a tendency to think the worst before we think positively.
Right.
You know, positive is so hard to do, and you know what's crazy about that? And I'm gonna get a little what's the word here? What's the word I'm looking for? I'm fumbling for words here in my mind. We're gonna get a little heavenly in hell here for a minute, folks.
Okay, all right. We're gonna get a little spiritual here. All right, cool.
Yeah,
let's go.
So I'm on this whole thing of how we go towards the negative, then positive. How we go towards darkness more so than light.
Yeah.
How crazy it is that Scripture says that it's easier to walk towards that wide path than to walk the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
Again, another example of bad versus good, of negative versus positive.
Yeah. Well,
think about that, folks.
Yeah. Which is true. I mean, sometimes I've thought of that, but...
And you know, before you mentioned that, I mean, you talked about generally from a more societal standpoint, how the mainstream news covers mostly bad, negative stuff. It's something that is ingrained in our subconscious from the minute we come out of the womb and to the minute that we, you know, from the cradle to the grave. This is what's ingrained in our subconscious.
Well, Scripture does right. We are born into sin.
Exactly.
Obviously, we're born not knowing what sin is, but we're born into it. So think of it as an attachment to our DNA in some essence.
Right, exactly.
Mm-hmm. So that's just incredible when you sit down to think about all these things. I mean, we normally don't, obviously, but man, when you're targeting subjects such as, it really gets you thinking of a lot of things that otherwise you wouldn't. It makes you look at things that otherwise you wouldn't.
And maybe we do need to have more conversations like these, because clearly these are things that need to be addressed.
Well,
not only that, I feel that it's a good mechanism in terms of helping us in
Exactly.
in getting that weight off of our shoulder, if you may.
Absolutely, yeah.
And see, here's the thing: people, they're worried about being vulnerable, but for me,
Yeah.
I don't have anything to hide from anybody. And and my problem is, and I know I might get a lot of, I don't know, heat, but people might be like, "Oh, look at that guy! Look at that lazy blind guy." But no, that's not true. I've just happened to not have had a job in my life. I just never had that opportunity. Honestly, I mean, I've looked for jobs and things of that nature, but I've never had that opportunity to really succeed in my life, man. I mean, I'm not your average person, though. I really don't want to work in some call center, honestly. I don't want my life to be about that. I want to do, like, audio and radio and different things like that. That's what I personally
You want to do something that you're passionate about. Yeah, definitely understand that.
But
Go ahead.
And see, here's something else for you. All right? These people, like, I know people, they worked at the same job for 30 years and they hated it. People are like, oh, but that's how life is. No, it isn't. Life is not, I mean, okay, life is hard. I get it. But, dude, why not be more encouraging? Be like, listen, why not help people do what they're passionate about and they'll enjoy life more?
Why are you furthermore? Are you furthermore going to aggravate how already difficult life is?
Exactly.
In adding
Life is,
more weight onto yourself.
Right. Exactly.
Right. Life is
That's
difficult on its own, but we have a tendency to make it more difficult than
we make it more difficult
for ourselves than
exactly.
necessary.
Let's just look at everyday. Right, let's just look at everyday things, okay? For example, and I'm a victim of this, and I shouldn't be, and for the most part, I will say I'm not, because I know what it's like to have nothing, okay? Absolutely nothing. But yet, sometimes you can't help it. Especially when la especialidad de la casa, when the specialty for the day is a bowl of soup. Oh, soup.
Right.
Yeah, you kind of scoff at it. You're like, I don't want that.
I don't like soup.
But you know what? I'm gonna play devil's advocate. But you know what? It's food, so be grateful for it.
Yeah,
exactly.
It is.
That's what I was getting at. You don't have to be so harsh.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
But therein lies the unnecessary difficulty in something even that simple.
It's so simple. Yeah.
We'll sit here and go, I don't want that. So we won't eat anything until the next day for whatever. Sometimes we'll eat the soup, and other times we'll be like, forget it.
Because of our capricious behavior.
Exactly.
Right.
I have a friend of mine, and her friends ended up getting her groceries for her. Now it's almost the end of the month. This girl is only living off of 4 cans of soup.
Oh, wow.
At the moment.
That's
but
horrible.
she doesn't have a choice.
Yeah.
And she's like, but I don't want this, and she's like, I don't want this, and I'm like, I completely understand. I wouldn't want to eat soup all the time either. But if it's all you got, it's all you got.
And it's easy for us to sit and complain about everything and anything. Okay, granted, do I have my gripes with Apple? I absolutely do.
Yeah.
Do I feel that it's unfair that they're stealing people's money and charging people for accessories that already come in other when you purchase an Android, for example? They're not charging you for wireless, or they're not charging you to buy a extra accessory for you to have a 2-in-1 in terms of listening to music or any type of audio while charging your phone. Okay? That's unnecessary. Exactly. That's how I feel. However, all them gripes aside, at the end of the day, especially in this day and age, in the type of society that we live in, at least we have them manufacturing computers and phones.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, we complain, and I do this.
Yeah,
we complain about certain restaurant chains and certain fast food places. But I put myself in this position. What if one day that fast food place that we complain about and fuss about and say that it sucks, what if one day that becomes a lifeline?
Yeah, it might be.
And Austin and I have had this conversation so many times, and we both agree that independently how you feel about something, if it's especially a necessity such as food,
Yep, you're not going
why
to care.
complain
You're like,
about it?
whatever.
Yep.
But when it comes to it,
obviously,
you're like,
when
whatever.
we have the choices at our disposal, okay, obviously we're gonna roll with our favorites.
And here's the crazy thing. We'll complain about simple, relatively significant things like that, but yet we won't really complain about things that we should be complaining about, that we should be speaking up about.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like some people complaining about the NFL when they should be fussing about everything else going on in this world. Anyway.
Right. Exactly.
Exactly.
Anyway.
I just wanted to throw in that jab. I'm not going to get political, but I just wanted to throw that in.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Right.
Going back to the whole fast food thing, it's like if you're just one person and you're living by yourself in an apartment or a house or whatever, it's like, what's much more easier?
Yeah,
Getting
exactly.
something to eat from a fast food, getting something to eat from a store and throwing it in the oven, or cooking. Actually cooking.
So, sticking to this to the food topic here, and just mentioning things that we should complain about, we should speak up about. How about we should be speaking out the toxins that are purposely being placed in the meats that are sold to us, in the water, in the air.
Yeah.
These are These are things we need to be speaking up about.
Legitimate
exactly.
complaints.
These are legitimate
Right.
complaints.
Legitimate complaints, exactly. For sure.
The opioid epidemic. That's another legitimate complaint that we need to be speaking up about.
Man,
This has been going on for over 20 years.
But who's making noise? How many people are really making noise about this? Instead, we're complaining about things that aren't significant.
Stupider things, yeah.
Yeah.
We're complaining because you know what we complain about? We complain about this. We complain about if we get soup instead of steak for the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
We
exactly.
complain about a
complain
video
about the
game
weather.
not coming out on its release day.
We complain about
We
the
complain
weather.
about the weather. We complain about not getting the pair of sneakers that we were looking forward to getting.
Right.
Let's see, what else do we complain? Oh, and here's one that really drives me up the wall. People who complain because other people have a preference.
Have something. Right. Yeah, no, I hear you.
Oh,
I hear you.
my God. That drives me. So what if
real.
somebody listens to a particular type of music that you're not
Yep.
down with? Are they hurting
Like
you?
whole Christian
So
thing.
what? Somebody watches a show that you're particularly not down with. Guess what? You don't
Right.
have to watch it. You could simply
Exactly.
put on a pair of headphones or earbuds or whatever you use, get on your cute little computer or your tablet or your phone or whatever smart device you
whatever.
have, or go to another room and block it out and do something that will take you away from having to
Exactly.
endure the, oh my God, pain and hardship of enduring what that other person is watching and listening to. Oh my God, woe is me. The world is ending. I'm drowning in sorrow. Please.
Yeah.
What
It's
was
like-
what was that old kid story where that kid's like, the sky is falling, the sky is
Yeah,
falling, and
yeah,
he really got hit in the head with a coconut.
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Right.
That's the react. That's how these people sound. Oh, the sky is falling.
Oh,
it's raining. It's
I'll
pouring. The
tell
old
you
man
what,
is
man.
snoring. Blah blah blah.
It's
Look,
like,
these are things.
Perfect.
These
You're
are
a sinner
things
if you listen
that-
to Lincoln Park. Well, you know what? I like my Lincoln Park, and I don't want to hear your
Thou
some words I
BS.
can't use.
Yeah.
Your CCM all the time. I don't want to hear this mushy Christian music all the time. I'm just going to be real. All right? Listen, I mean, there's
it's not
some
even-
Christian music that's great. You know,
It's not
shout
even the
outs
Christ-
to the artists.
It's not even the Christian music themselves. What I have a problem with
But
is
that's my
the holier
biggest
than the holier than thou attitude. Oh, well, if you listen,
Right,
you're,
yeah,
oh,
exactly.
you're
I
demonic
think
for listening
that's
to
what-
this.
that's
You're
what-
demonic for listening to that. You're
That's what he's
worldly for
getting
listening
at.
to this.
That's what he's getting at.
That's what I'm getting
That's exactly
at.
what
Like,
he's getting
oh,
at.
well, you're listed something as satanic.
Right.
Who are
Yeah,
you
yeah.
to call
No,
something
per-
satanic? Who are you, God? I don't know.
The only thing I will deem satanic is if you're being blatantly,
Yes.
if you're literally showing me satanic,
Yeah.
then you're asking for me to
Literally going
label
against
you.
God. Right.
You're asking me to
But
label you at
something
that point.
as simple that isn't, just some
Correct.
form of music like rock or rap or whatever.
But to wrap all this up in a nutshell, I mean, we complain about things that really aren't going to affect our daily lives at all. They're insignificant things that aren't. I mean, really.
Yes.
Now, Crystal,
Right,
you've been wanting to say something. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Crystal.
Yes.
Had a
You
huge
guys.
rant.
Okay. I'm gonna complain. No, I'm kidding.
You want to file a complaint?
Yeah, I'm gonna file a complaint with management. Perfect example is Baby Moy loves football games. I don't understand them. Okay? I don't. Am I gonna complain because he's not spending time with, whatever,
Oh God.
Oh,
are you going to be? Oh, yeah.
football
Are you
game?
going to be that typical girlfriend who complains that her man spends too much time watching football and not enough time with her?
I could care less
Exactly.
because you know what? I'm doing my own thing.
Right.
Thank you
I
very
don't
much.
care.
Exactly.
I don't care.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. Like, there's. I mean, I'm not trying to stereotype. But I'm just gonna say something that I've seen. There's a lot of people. Like they're like, oh, well, he's playing the video game too much. Well, see, here's what I would do. I'd say, well, why don't we play video games together or something, or or like try not to play the video game so much if your wife or your girlfriend's not into it. It's about like compromising, but yet accepting people for what they're into.
There you go.
There
you go.
And that's what people they don't do.
Right. Exactly.
Like
There you go.
Whenever he watches a football game or whatever, I go and I read. That's what I love to do. That's my pastime. I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
But see, no, but what I wanted to get into is, okay, you listen to a particular type of music or you watch a particular type of show, and they're gonna stamp the word fag to your character.
Yeah, fag. Yep, I've had that happen.
If you watch it,
Like the
if you watch
Backstreet
a particular
Boys or
kind of show
something.
that's supposed to
You
be
listen
for
to
females, right?
NSYNC, you listen to BSB, you watch a particular, say you watch a kids show.
Exactly.
Come on,
Yeah.
that is just, and listen, that makes me sick. It's a kids show, people.
Right.
So for every single time you call an adult a fag for watching a children's show, then you're calling those children faggots too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time you want to do that, look in the mirror. How about that?
You know what a definition of fag is for people who don't know? You're calling them a cigarette.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much.
Yes,
Really?
a fag is a
Come
cigarette.
on.
It doesn't mean what society has stamped it
No.
as.
No.
So yeah. So if you're blowing a fag, that doesn't mean that anyway.
Wow.
Wow.
Doesn't mean that you're
Oh my
you're
gosh.
performing a sexual act on a same-sex partner. It means you're smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, exactly. It's so messed up.
Let's
dude. You
ask
got-
Dr. Dre.
But it's
Dre.
messed up. I don't agree
It is.
with that.
It doesn't make any sense.
It is, man.
And I've been a
No,
victim
it-
of that
it doesn't.
back in the day, back in school. Like I listened to like Backstreet Boys or Mark Anthony or Aaron Carter, and that's why I stopped listening to. I'm like, well, they're gonna call me a fag,
Aaron Carter.
so I'm gonna listen to Disturbed and stuff. I'm
Because
like, you know what?
because you felt that. See, this goes back to what we are
Yeah,
talking
it
about.
does.
That's why I brought that up, because it's a perfect example.
It does.
And then listen to that music, it got me angry. Like, there is this one song from Slipknot, it's called Servicing, and there's a part where he screams,
yeah.
F you all, I'd be like, F you all, in my dorm room or something, because I'd be so pissed. And I didn't have any way to let it out. And I would literally scream it, like I didn't care.
Because
I
you
didn't
had
wanna deal
all
with
of that
people.
suppressed.
Yeah.
Right, because I didn't want to deal with people, and I didn't think that they wanted to talk to me. I was like, well, I'm alone here. What's the point in this? I was like, it's my Pro C player, and I'll do homework and just keep to myself. And that's what I did for a long time.
Wow.
Because I was worried about being called a fag or something. I don't know. I was worried about people judge me, and I still am, man. It's hard. it's sometimes hard for me to get on this radio show and do it. And it's not because you guys, but it's just what I'm trying to get over. You know?
See, it's unfortunate that society has turned into such an animal in terms of, if you wear this, if you listen to this, if you watch this, if you say this, you're a this, that, or the third. Why not just accept people for who they are? Because at the end of the day, we are all people.
Yep, we all bleed the same.
Exactly.
You know? And here's a question.
See,
why do they have to say, "Oh yeah, you gotta be a part of a clique"? Even as adults, they say, "Oh yeah, you gotta be part of a group."
I swear, I want to smack every adult that says, "You need to be part of a clique." Like, bro, you're too grown for that.
See, I have a problem with that phrase. I have a problem with that phrase. You gotta. But you know what phrase I ultimately have a problem with? Here we go.
What's that?
Go ahead.
What if God wants you to?
What?
Are you telling me that you're God? How do you know what God wants me to? What?
Exactly.
Does that make you God? Because you're saying, what if God wants you? You don't know.
Oh man. Yeah, somebody just asked me to call them, guys. If you don't mind, I need to make a phone call. I'm really sorry to do this. I'm really sorry, guys, okay?
You're good.
But I promise you, I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, thanks.
Gotcha.
I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate your understanding. Alright.
What if God wants you to? Do you realize how much wrong
So while the
there
blade is away, we'll get a quick word from Metro PCS. Metro.
Hold on. Do you realize how much wrong there is in that sense? While Austin returns,
Yes.
I want you guys to think about that real quick, because I want him in on this. But for the meantime, Ness is going to do some reads.
And today's episode of Sports, is brought by Bloopers Bloomers.
Wow.
That's right.
They bloom when you bloom.
Yeah, so fellas, if you have yourself a lady who's proud of being plus size, get her the bloomers of her dreams.
That's right.
That's right. Hey, look. Man. Hey, everybody needs love, all right? Everybody needs love. It's all good, man. It's all good. All right?
Everybody needs love.
Everybody.
You know, folks, going back to something said earlier, it is a good thing that we have these type of conversations and that we have this platform in order to do so, because you never know. You never know what some of our audience members are going through. You never know how deeply this could speak to somebody.
And as we have said in the beginning, we are more alike than we are different.
Right.
But we keep focusing on each other's differences and trying to make everybody 100% the same. We're actually more alike than we are different.
Yeah. But see, the problem is we don't take the time to give people the time of day. We don't give the time to give people an opportunity to not only, we don't only discourage them from giving them, from giving the time of day, but we also discourage them from being who they are, because we walk around with this whole sense of, if you chill with me, you gotta be a certain way. And sure, okay, it's fine to have those standards, all right? Because I'm not going to chill with somebody who's childish or a brat either. But at the same time, if I see that you're being decent, that you are decent, why the hell am I not going to give you a chance? Who am I to say you deserve a chance and you don't? I'm no one to say that.
Exactly.
You treat people. You treat people how. Go ahead.
The purpose of quote unquote fitting in The real meaning of fitting in is not trying to be something you're not. It's being around a group of people who accept you for you and you accept them for who they are.
Exactly.
And there's a mutual respect for one another. There's a mutual,
Yes.
You don't have to pretend to be something you're not. They don't have to pretend to be something you're not. They can be them and you can be you. That's what it means.
Because believe me, if you put a set of rules in front of somebody who's simply trying to be your friend, and if you compile this list of do's and don'ts you should or shouldn't be, that person, you're killing them inside, because it's not genuine when the other party is being cautious around you. It's not genuine when the other person feels like they have to walk on shells just because they gotta impress you.
Not only that, but
and what you're doing to them psychologically, and who
what you're doing to
the
yourself
hell
as well.
are you trying to portray? Are you the one who's depressed? Are you the one who's angry? Are you the one who's more so, in a rut than that actual person that you're taking advantage of?
You want to know what's so hypocritical about these kinds of people who make people feel like they have to go out of the way? Is they'll sit around and blame everybody else and make it seem like the entire world is against them and they don't know why.
I know.
Has it ever occurred that maybe the problem is you and not everybody else around you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because again, I revert back to something we said in one of our first podcasts. If you have a pleasant personality, people will want to be around you. If you don't, people won't want to be around you.
Correct.
It's that simple. It's that simple.
Yep.
I put up a status on my personal Facebook a couple of days ago. And it's so true. I wasn't bickering. I wasn't trying to talk down on anybody. It was one of those I'm just saying type of situations. And what I spoke about on this particular post was people who will call you, will text you, will send you messages on Facebook Messenger, will go to the moon and around and back down to Earth and visit Pluto and then visit Jupiter and Mars and Mercury and burp.
Hey, I never got my Mars bar, darn it.
Yeah.
When they want you to support them in something that they're doing. When they want your attention.
Mm-hmm.
But then you turn around and they see that you're doing something. They see that you're trying to make a difference. They see that you're trying to establish a future. And where is that person's support? Or where are those people's support?
Gone.
You know where it is? It's gone until you start making figures.
7-figure figures.
Then you're everybody's best friend.
Then everybody, yes.
Because
then everybody
you got
wants
money.
to roll with you.
Yo, what's up, Mo? I'm your cousin from around the way. You remember me from back in there?
And you know what's crazy? It's usually the people that you don't know who will be the more supportive ones than those who actually know you.
Yep.
And it's not about treating people the way that they treat you sometimes. Again, sometimes. Yet, however, there are times in which that is applicable.
Yes.
You've got to treat people at times the way that they treat you. Why? Because you ain't no pushover either.
Nope.
Right. You
Sure,
have to make sure they understand the boundaries, man.
Sure, we are taught not to live off of vengeance. I was. But I was also taught to stand up for myself whenever it was right.
Correct.
Because as the song says, sometimes you gotta fight to be a man. And by man, I mean person. I'm not just saying man as in me, him, or Austin. I mean man,
Right, yeah.
as in it's part of humankind.
Yep.
And by fight, we're not talking about going to war or punching each other in the face. We're talking about actually fighting, standing up for yourself.
Exactly.
And as the other song goes, stand up for your right.
Exactly.
Stand up for your rights.
Where is?
That's right.
Oh, okay.
There we go. There we go. We got it. You got everything situated over there. You good?
Yeah. I was looking.
Yeah.
I lost the YouTube page there real quick.
Oh yeah. Oh. Attention, audience! We're looking for a YouTube page. If you have seen it, please contact the front desk. Extension 9070.
Have any of you ever been categorized because you eat at a particular fast food place? Oh yeah, people will categorize you for that too.
That's one of the
What?
dumbest things I ever heard. Like what?
Oh, you stupid because you eat at this place. Oh, you're gay because you eat at that place. Oh, why would you eat at that place? That place, well, you might think that place sucks, but I don't.
Right.
Everybody has a preference, man. Everybody has, things that they do like and don't like.
Or when you eat something in general, well, you're not cool because you eat this. Who are you to tell me what to eat and what not to eat?
Since when does the food that we consume make us cool or not? So since when does food categorize us as an individual, as a person?
Since Baloney had a first name, I guess.
I guess
And it
so.
was Oscar. Since Oscar and Meyer got together and made Bologna.
Yeah, it made Bologna.
Bologna.
Unreal. And you know what it is?
Yes. Go ahead.
I think what brings all of this forward, and what makes a very putrid mix of all this is one thing and one thing only, one thing that has driven the human race since day one.
Yeah. What's that?
Competition.
Competition. Yeah.
Yep.
Everything is a competition.
Yeah. Everything is
Satan
about
not
trying
wanna
to
compete?
outdo each other.
Did Satan not compete with God?
Yep. Still is.
And isn't that where everything ultimately started?
Yep.
That's right.
Didn't he
Satan
trick Adam and
Satan
Eve
wants
into
to be God.
into believing, in essence, that they would become gods if they ate from the fruit? And folks, it's not the fruit the sin; it's disobedience.
Yep.
But was that not competition?
It was.
And what does competition bring forth, guys?
It brings forth envy, strife, etc., etc., etc.
Ah.
All types of negativity.
And because I want to be number one, guess what? I'm gonna call you every type of name in the book. Why? Because I have to do something to be number one. I have to rise to the top.
Yeah.
Even if it means
I'm going to win by
stepping
any
all
means
over
necessary. Yeah. By any means necessary, I'm going to win. I'm going to outdo you by any means necessary. Even if it means I have to step over you. Even if it means I have to slaughter your village. Even if it means I have to take your girlfriend from you. I'm going to win.
And you know what's so funny? It never works.
Of course it doesn't. It never works. It never will.
Never
It
will.
never
It
will.
does work
It
momentarily.
never will.
Yeah, for a little while, but then what happens afterwards?
In
It
the long
bites you.
term, it never works.
Exactly.
That's what ends up happening.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, we were not meant to compete against each other. We were actually meant to inspire one another, uplift one another. That's what we were meant to do.
And love each other.
That too, yeah. Most of all, love each other. That's what we were meant to do. We weren't meant to try to outdo each other or bring each other down. We were meant to uplift one another.
Yep.
Unreal. You know what's crazy? You bring up the word love.
Yeah.
Here's what I find absolutely crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with us men. We'll call other individuals gay and what have you for very absurd and silly and stupid things.
Stupid reasons. Yeah.
Yet, to our brother, our homie, our boy, we have no problem giving them a hug. And in some cases, we have no problem saying, "Yo, I love you, my dude."
Usually we have.
Yet
usually we're under
it's
influence at the
yet
time.
it's hard. Well, not even, bro. Not even, bro. Not even. I wouldn't even attribute it to that.
Well, but yeah, that's true though.
But hold on. Here's my point.
Go ahead.
But yet, it's hard for you to do them things with your girlfriend.
That is so backwards.
What's up with that?
You know what I mean, right? You know what I mean, right?
What's up with that? Yeah, good question.
You know, I feel a certain way about you. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but you know how I feel about you. It goes without saying. Right.
Or the stupid thing. You know I love you, right?
Yeah. Or this classic scene right. Or this classic scene right here. She'll be like, "I love you, babe." And I you.
Or me too. What?
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah.
But yeah, my dude give me a PS4 or something. Yo, that's my dude. Yo,
Exactly.
You know.
But yet your girl gives you a gift, and you know what you say? Oh, baby, thank you. I love it.
Yo, bro, why you do that, man? Why you ain't show her more love than that, man? Come on, bro.
You know I love him, man. You know what the deal is, man. You know what the deal, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, man.
You know what?
Well, yo, bro. If she doesn't know that, man, maybe you need to find somebody who will know that. You know what I'm saying, bro? Listen.
No, dog. Chill, dog. Listen. You know I love her. You know what I'm saying? You know, she's a sucker for love. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, yo, you could forget about that LJ T-shirt that I was gonna get you for Christmas.
Oh,
that's messed up.
Yo, bro, you're gonna be sleeping on the couch tonight, man.
Wait a minute, hold on.
And then this is when
that's when the mood changes.
Up the girl. Baby, I love you, and yeah, baby, I'll spend time with you. Guys, I gotta go spend time with my girl. You know?
He's whipped, y'all. Y'all see that? He's got to go spend time with his girl. You little punk.
Yeah, then that dude girlfriend come out. Baby.
Oh yeah, what is it, baby?
Yeah. Who whipped now? Yeah. Yeah, his boy catches him. His boy catches that as he's making
as he's
his
walking
exit.
out, right?
Yeah, who whipped now, punk?
Yeah. Oh, screw you, man. Shut up.
Oh my God, I can't stand your friend. He's such an ass. Okay, this brings me to another subject.
Go ahead.
Why can't girls stand anything? They can't stand their significant other's friends. Okay? Male or female.
And again, we're not talking about because they have a legit reason. We're just talking just because.
And it doesn't even need to be a significant other. They can't stand their friends' friends.
Like,
girl, you know what? I don't like that sister that you chill with. You know what I'm saying?
No,
oh my gosh, she got that nappy ass hair, you know what I'm saying? She never got her nails did. You know what I mean?
And her weave, I don't even know if you could call that a weave. Like, look at it, it's all nasty.
What's up with that?
And then you have girls that go, ew, look at the way she's dressed.
Oh, good God.
Why is that?
Why
Let's
is
get
that?
a
Yeah.
woman's perspective here. Let's go.
Yes, yes.
Shoot.
Because we're, again, competitive, jealous at heart, which are very ugly qualities, and also we think we're the shit.
So,
Sorry.
hate to put you. So, is there any of most friends that you can't stand?
Actually, no. I'm serious.
Ness, I don't know, man. It sounded like she was gonna say you.
Oh, I see how it is.
Bro, don't you feel some type of way, bro?
Yeah, I see how it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but bro.
You know what, man? You know what, bro, man? She's
No,
not.
but you know what?
She's not the one, man. She ain't the one for you, man. She ain't.
You don't think so?
No, man. No, man.
Bro, but
Hey guys,
I mean, oh, we got Austin back in the
What's
house.
Welcome back,
you
Austin.
couldn't get
Welcome
rid of
back.
me that
man.
easy.
But
Yo,
Only kidding.
but you know what, though?
but
Sorry.
she hits me.
What? Get out of here with that. But you know what, though?
Go ahead,
though?
Crystal.
And it's really funny. This is really funny. Mo doesn't like my friends. Not
Wow.
all of them. He doesn't like some of them.
Oh wow.
But he's got good reasons.
But I
for it.
have
It's not
legitimate
like-
reasons. It's because of how
Exactly,
some of them
but
treat
that's
her.
My point.
Yeah.
Right,
That's
messed up.
That's my point.
And the point we're trying to figure out is why do you
When
guys
it's not
can't
legitimate.
your significant other's friends for no freaking reason?
But with women, it
Because-
could be anybody.
It doesn't
they could
matter.
be proper.
Yeah.
They could be
Like, what
clean.
the f-
They could. Listen, they could be so well mannered. Oh my God! Oh, that person! Oh my God! I think your friend might be gay or something. Like, really?
No.
Right,
If she's
exactly.
well mannered and proper, I'm talking
about dude. I'm talking about dude. Not girl. I'm talking about dude.
Oh.
Oh my
Yeah, yeah.
God! I
Right.
think he might be gay.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, you sure he ain't got no sugar in his
it's
tank?
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Man, bro, you know what?
He rocks.
No front, but I really want to Mountain Dew, bro.
But what were you gonna say about girls, Ness? About the whole girl accusing girl?
Like we were talking about the girl not liking their friends, yo. And if she's
Word,
well
word.
mannered, be like, oh that bitch bougie.
I see
Oh
her
my
try-
God, really?
I see her trying to get with you, putting on that act.
Right. Right. Yeah. It's
No,
not
I bet it ain't like
It's
that.
really
She's
messed up,
just wanted to. She's my homegirl.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
homegirl.
Oh,
Wait till I
MG,
catch you with her. Wait till I catch you with her.
See, man,
Right,
man, why
yeah.
you tripping?
Like they try to act all big and fat.
And there was,
You know
there
what?
was this one time, right? Mo and I, we were at this Brazilian place, and I was like, "Yo, this waitress is this way." You know, we were at his house,
Made some.
Boy,
and she was all,
boy.
and she was like, "Oh yeah, I would love to hear you sing. That would be so cool." And Mo was
Oh.
like, "Yeah, but she was genuinely, yeah,
Ain't
right."
no hole like it genuinely.
No,
That's what she said, right?
but no. But see, you don't understand. She was genuinely wanting. She was genuinely like, "Oh, I
No,
wanna
she
hear
wasn't
you."
even.
And I was like,
She was being nice. It wasn't
See,
even.
see my point. She
I'm
was
telling you,
Yeah,
she
right.
was
I would
being
love to
nice.
hear you sing. Oh my God, that's so cool! Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she did. She wanted to hear me sing, so
Crystal wasn't having it, man. She's like, man, if you don't back off, I'm gonna cut you with this knife, man.
what's wrong?
Right.
I'm cane you.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
cane you.
What's
you.
wrong? What's wrong with that?
I don't.
Plenty of people love
How
to
would you?
listen.
Wait a
plenty
minute.
of-
Wait a minute. Hold up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, go
Here we go.
ahead.
What if a guy, a waiter, came over to me and said, "Oh, you know what? I would love to hear you sing."
Well, that's fine. All he's saying is that he would love to hear you sing.
Why did you have to think about it?
I didn't think about it.
Liar! You hesitated.
See. What
No,
had
I did
happened
not-
was
wait a
what
minute,
had
hold
happened
up.
was his mic hit
No,
went out right
wait,
quick, so
wait.
you had to unmute
Wait,
it.
but what?
You had to fix it.
Because no matter if I do think about it or if I don't think about it, you're still gonna reach the same conclusion. But no, all the person's asking you is to sing. I would love to hear you sing. What the hell is wrong with that?
It was the way she said it.
The way she said it.
That's all it is.
She was being nice. She was fulfilling her responsibilities as a waitress.
Oh, yeah. Fulfilling her responsibilities as a waitress and telling you, oh, yeah, I would love to hear you sing.
I'm just saying.
Maybe she's a
saying.
fan of live music.
Exactly. I don't know. And not to mention they have karaoke in that place every night. Oh, no, yeah, every night.
It's not every night. No,
It's every night.
It's a Friday night. Right?
Whatever.
Every
I heard
Friday.
every night. All right.
I heard every Friday.
All right, every Friday.
and Saturday.
And they happened to be Friday that day. And I really did want to sing.
So what did you sing?
Well, what if I brought you? Would you mind if I brought you my CD? You know, would it?
It was an instrumental. So I could sing to it.
No. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You see, folks, this is how unreasonable some women can be.
Oh wow.
It is. No, actually, it is.
It really is.
To be quite honest, I was only giving him crap. I didn't even. Come on, like, ain't nobody taking my man.
She's like, I see what you're doing, bitch, but it ain't gonna work. That's pretty much her. That's pretty much what your thought process was, right?
Wow.
Because honestly, no, you know, and you know what, and this is great, and it takes a lot of women to get to this conclusion with their partner,
right?
With their significant other, is to totally trust that other individual, to know that they got your back no matter what happens, and they're not leaving you. No matter if a really hot girl goes up to them and asks them out, they're gonna tell them no. Why? Because they love you.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And I can't tell you how great that is.
Wow.
I don't know how wise it.
I know.
Hey, I don't know. I don't know how wise it was for her to ask him to sing with all those sharp objects on the table. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm a knife you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, I have a cane right here. It's underneath my seat.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
I'm a cane you, yo.
Yeah, the joint's collapsible too, yo. Watch it.
No, but yo, in all honesty, it feels amazing to know that.
Wait, hold on. Let me give you a real demonstration.
I can't believe he just did that.
I can't believe you did that.
Hold on a second. Really, bro.
Funny.
Really, bro. Yo.
Really?
Yeah.
What, man? You know what?
Hold on.
You know what?
Hold on.
You know what?
You know what? I got one of them too. I got one of them too.
There you go.
I'm not sure where it is.
There you go.
I got one.
There you go.
I'm not sure where it is, but I got one of them too.
I'm gonna do.
You made me want to get
That's
on
how
my
it's
shit.
done. That's how it's done.
Hold on.
Yo, Ness.
Hold on.
Ness.
Hold on.
There you go. See?
There
Hold
you
on.
go.
Oh,
See?
that's right.
You know what?
That's right.
You know what?
Hold on. I'm gonna go to my
Yo.
other room.
You know what? Since y'all are doing it.
That's right. I can't believe he's gonna go
Everyone's
all the way
doing it,
over
see?
there
Everyone's doing it.
Oh, he's gonna go to the other room. Oh. You guys gotta pull out canes. I'll show you, man. I'll tell you what, man.
All right.
We did say today was Casual Tuesday, right?
The Blade is back in the building.
Welcome back, Blade.
right.
Welcome back.
That's right. That's right.
He's got his
Blade.
He's got his.
He's got this.
Yeah, that's right. There you go.
You see, I can do that too, huh?
See, this goes back to what I was talking about a couple of minutes ago. Competition.
Competition, right? Competition.
You know what? My cane's got the little marshmallow roly tip thingy on it.
Mine is too.
I got one of those too, yeah.
You know
It
what?
felt like we got that.
I was gonna get into this whole thing of people who say, "What if God wants you to?" But I think we should leave that for a separate podcast.
I think we should.
Because I do want to
Yes,
leave
yes,
this
I
on
agree.
this note. This is a great note to leave the show on.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
man, absolutely.
So yeah, let people smile, right?
For the younger
Oh,
people,
yeah.
For the younger people who have canes and they go to high school, be careful when you use those things as a weapon because they'll take them away from you. True story.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go, folks.
Yes, it's true.
Who want to usher us out?
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to ENT Hooligans. Keep us locked for your next podcast. No, and for your daily entertainment, please keep us locked. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend. And please subscribe and leave comments. Do you like what we're doing? You don't like what we're doing? Let us know. Don't be scared.
And I know it's been a while since we've done a gameplay, but we will be back doing those. I'm just waiting to get back online on the Xbox side of things. I do have a PSN, however, my colleagues are without PlayStation at the moment. And if that weren't the case, we'd be on that PS4, because it is my console of choice. However, not dissing the Xbox. It's great. Its online stability is amazing. So, waiting to get back on there. Got to renew it. These guys got to renew theirs, but once we do that, we're going to get online, because I don't just want to do single-player experiences on YouTube. I also want to get online. I want you guys to experience what we go through when we play video games together. That way you can hear the craziness, and I will warn you guys, listener expression and viewer is advised for some of these gameplays.
Yes.
Because it could get crazy. Remember, we're playing a game, and things do get out of control, so...
We can get into it.
Yes.
For sure.
It goes back to the competition thing, people. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
In a good way. In a good way, of course.
Yeah, in a very good
Absolutely.
way.
Yeah. Yes.
The competition, nevertheless.
Friendly competition. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
But with that said, I'm Baby Moy. He's Ness. She's Star Fox. He's Austin the Blade. Ness, who are we?
We are ENT Hooligans. Until next time, folks. God bless.